Good morning. How are you this morning? I hope everyone's doing great. I kind of wanted to touch on something. I was kind of in a conversation with someone not too long ago, and they were like, "Oh, you're one of those." One of those what? One of those preppers. I prep. I am prepared. But what do you mean by one of those? you know, they're from they're prepping for the zombies and the doomsday, and you got to have this and that. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. No, I'm a practical prepper. Completely different. Yeah, if something happened, I might be prepared for it. But I'm not running around with my GI Joe crap and my Bowie knife on my side and my bug out bag in my car, my get home bag in my car. No. I prep for things that I know I would need in case of an emergency. Now, this is what I'm going to advise everybody. Look at the Red Cross site, look at your local government site, and they will give you the list for a 72-hour get by pack. Um, I would recommend, and I'm not your local government, I'm not the Red Cross, I'm just some crazy bitch in the middle of nowhere. Get a tote per person, or get 5-gallon buckets per person, and put in enough food, water, a change of clothes, socks, underpants, um, baby wipes, toilet paper, garbage bags, flashlights, batteries, whatever you think you would need for 72 hours to sustain yourself. I don't plan on going anywhere. I am not in a hurricane area. I am not in a flood area. So I think that I could just grab one of my totes at any time and just run through my house, and I could have us packed up in, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes maybe. But I don't plan on going anywhere. Now, I don't need a bug out bag. I don't need that at all. And I only work about 20 minutes from home, so it might take me about 3 hours to walk home, and that's the long way. So, I'm not worried about that. But do always think about the 72 hours. If, for example, electric lines go down or your water line is subject to a break and it gets contaminated, you're going to need a little water, or you're going to have to boil your water. And I would prefer not to use that water. I would like to use water that I already have stored, which just happened to us about a month ago. I'll tell you this little story. I flushed the toilet, went into the kitchen to get my coffee water. There was no water coming out of the sink. I'm like, what the hell? Did I bust a line? So I went running down the cellar to make sure there was no water like spewing everywhere. And there's no water. There's still no water. There's still no water. Called the water company. Oh, didn't you get the letter in the mail? Growled, thinking at husband, did not go get the mail out of the mailbox. They had a main that they were repairing that day. Yeah. And she proceeded to tell us that we should boil our water for 4 days. Well, I have water. We were good. I have water for the animals. I have water for us. So we were fine. But the husband didn't get the mail, so I didn't know there was a problem. Or we would have been even more prepared. Okay, prepare yourself with knowledge. What kind of natural disasters go on in your area? Sometimes in California, you have the areas where they get the earthquakes. Are you prepared for that? Mudslides? Do you live in a tornado area? Are you prepared if the power lines got disrupted by downed trees, and sometimes even the ice times in the wintertime? Are you prepared? Simple things like that. Just Just simple things like that. I have some Sterno cans, which are the fuel, just in case I needed to heat up food. I also have flashlights. I have batteries. I have a rocket stove set up outside, so that way I don't have it set up, but I have these set up to do it. If I needed to cook outside, I have the stuff to make a solar oven. You know, just little things like that. I have a grill. I have all the charcoal I could possibly need. So anything could happen at any time. Be prepared. But prepping is not a new concept. Humans have been prepping for centuries. They preserve their food. They stockpile wood or a fuel source. You know, that's what humans do. So with that being said, just remember, when someone says they're a prepper, kind of look at them a little bit, because sometimes they're just practical preppers and they just make certain that they have what they need. And couponers are preppers. They are prepping from sale to sale. They accumulate enough of an item that's on sale, the coupons make it free or almost free, and they stockpile it so that it will last until the next season, or to the next sale. That season. But still, it is seasonal. Coupon sales, grocery store sales, they're all seasonal. So couponers are preppers too. And I've got to do this. Wouldn't you like to be a prepper too? I just had to do it. I've been wanting to do that all morning. So anyway, practical prepping, 72 hours worth of stuff. Just think about this. Things that are high protein, some sugars, quick, easy, some things you don't have to heat up. Peanut butter, awesome. Crackers, peanut butter, honey, canned meats. Lunch and loaf, we know that's good. Spam, tuna, canned chicken, something like that. Something else that's freaking awesome are the chunky style soups. I'm not saying Campbell's, because there are some of the lower brands that are just as good, but they have a meat. Some of them have a potato or a pasta or a rice in them and vegetables, and then they have the sauce. You can mix up some instant potatoes or make some rice or some noodles, pour that over it, divide it into 2 or 3, and you've got a meal for, your little group. Anyway, prepping is not a bad thing, and make sure you do go and look in your area to see what your local government and what the Red Cross recommend for a 72-hour pack. Just remember, it has to be able to be put in your car. 5-gallon buckets or totes are awesome. And you want to wipe your butt, and you want to stay clean. So when you see them baby wipe deals, snatch them up. Y'all have a great day. Bye.